All right, there we go. I think we are back. How's it going, everyone? Make sure I gotta see if I think the camera settings are a little bit off. Let me fix this really quick. I think the focus is part of the problem. There we go. Just look a little green. Let me fix this. It wouldn't be a basic stream if we weren't having technical difficulties at the very start, now would it? Oh, here we go. I want to do this, right? I think I want the tint to be 0. There we go. That's better. All right. What is going on? What's going on, everyone? It's been a long time. Mostly just because I've been busy. Holiday stuff, you know, very little time for streaming and gaming. Plus, you know, as you'll see when we go over here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Lots of Hollow Knight Silksong, lots of Clair Obscur. So I had to have my completely, you know, well-informed opinion on what should actually have been game of the year, so that the internet could hear what I have to say. And so, you know, I played through, I actually 100%ed both games, and I still think Hollow Knight Silksong should have won, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, we are going to be doing some 8 Deluxe today, so we haven't done this in a while. I'm going to turn off the music really quick here. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've just even really played 8 Deluxe at all, and especially since I've done like an 8 Deluxe stream. And yeah, I want to just kind of get into this and kind of just mess around, you know, see how many people are interested, and if there's enough kind of people floating around. I think what I'm actually going to do is we're just going to like kick things off a little bit old school. Let me see if I can find my my splits here. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Nope. Crap. Where is it? Oh, I found it. Hell yeah. All right. Let me open up my... I have 96 tracks. I'm looking for my my Nitro tracks run. I think I might do like a Nitro track speed run really quick while we just wait for people to pop on in. I don't know why I'm running against my actual normal splits, but honestly, Mario Kart World is the best Mario game. Yeah, no, I disagree. I don't think that Mario Kart... Oh, here's what I will say. I either think Mario Kart World shouldn't have won best racing game / sports game, or I think that the rest of the racing and sports games this year were probably not that good either. Here, we're going to switch over to this layout here. We're going to just do like a speed run really quick, and then while we wait for people to trickle on in. But yeah, that's a whole conversation for another video that I will eventually make at some point, maybe, probably, if I ever get back into actually making videos. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't think Mario Kart World is very good. You know, that's all I can really say about it. I don't think it's a very good game. It's fine. Actually, let me rephrase that. It's not that I don't think Mario Kart World is good. It is actually good. It is like quite good. But like quite good is not the level of quality that you would expect from a Mario Kart game. Yeah, no, I figured that's what you meant. I'm not going to be too much of a hater on it. I mean, like, there are definitely people that really enjoy the game, and that's like totally fine. I don't want to like rain on people's parade and stuff, because, you know. Hold on a sec. Pop. But yeah, I don't want to... Oh, that should not be there. Why is that? God damn it. Okay, hold on a sec. I gotta quit this out and see why my auto splitter was not working. Video auto splitter. Very weird. It must be like my timer. Compare against... Oh, here we go. But still, so personal best. Compare against real time. It must have been that I changed my sub-splits to track something different. So personal best, no. Column segment should be game time. My timer should be game time. All right, I don't really know why that happened. If it happens again, we'll just say screw it, and then we'll just like... All right, hold on. Anyways, yeah, I mean, like, I've got like a lot of reasons why I don't think it's that great of a game. You know, there a lot of opinions that I've seen about Mario Kart World are like, oh, it's like almost perfect, but if they just did like this one thing, like if they just gave us 3-lap tracks, I think it would be way better. And I honestly just don't really think that's the case. I think even if you gave the game like, hold on a sec. Why though? That shouldn't be doing that. Okay, well then here's what we're gonna do. I think we are going to get rid of this. I don't know why my auto splitter is like all of a sudden not working, but we're gonna get rid of the auto splitter. No, we'll leave the auto splitter in there actually. Edit layout. What we're gonna do is get rid of this bottom timer. No, get rid of the top timer. There, and we'll leave it like that. And then I just have to split manually for now, which is gonna be kind of annoying, but all right, here we go. I'm gonna really try to have to remember that. Oh, and I should probably just like get rid of the segment layout as well. Remove column. There. I'm gonna be really sad if the isn't actually set up properly. Nah, messed up the bonk there. That's fine. Yeah, anyways, like Mario Kart World is like fine, but it's very hard for me to talk while I'm doing all this. But I think the main issue that I have with it is just that, like, I think the actual design of the game itself is kind of a problem. I'm sorry to hear that, freezing fire. I may end up just like, how many people are in here right now anyways? If there's like yeah, it's like 10 people here. So we'll wait for a little bit. But yeah, like the design of the game itself, I think just leads to a lot of problems that like aren't really easily fixable without just making an entirely new game. Like the wall ride and rails, like they're cool, but the way they're used makes it kind of, what the hell? I messed up my delay drift. We're gonna just keep it. There's no sense in like resetting a run that's like not gonna be good anyway. But yeah, it's like, you know, the rail grinding and wall rides are all very cool. It's like fun, but the problem is that like a lot of the tracks, like the rail strats are like super particular because of how items work. You know, like bananas and stuff will stick to it, so their bananas will like stick to the rails and that kind of stuff. And so what ends up happening is, you know, and green shells will follow the paths of rails as well. So what'll happen a lot of the time is, you know, you'd be practicing time trial strats, and then like they're so precise that if somebody just puts an item in the wrong place, like you just literally can't even do the strategy anymore, and it makes it like you lose a ton of time. And so it's just very frustrating to play because there's a huge disconnect between like the way the time trial scene works and the way that online racing works in a way that's just not really the case for 8 Deluxe. God damn it, whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was like, how is this so much faster? But I forgot that it's the load time differences. Rod. Oh shit. I'm so stupid, man. Yes, I want to quit. I thought, what the hell? Oh, I did choose, that's why. God, it's been way too long. Why is my auto splitter all of a sudden not working though? It was working just fine. Like if I bring this timer back, it has to be something with like the comparison, like compare against something, and then like there has to be like a current comparison thing. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna try this one more time. No. But I mean, you know, you know, if you do think that Mario Kart World is the best Mario Kart game, what the fuck? There we go. Let's bring this back here. If you do think that Mario Kart World is the best Mario Kart game, that's totally fine. Oh, what the hell? Legato. All right, hold on a sec. I'll be right back. I think it's this one. That's what I got to do. All right, I'll be right back. Actually, I got to take care of something really quick. Give me like 2 minutes. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so what is going on here? No, it wasn't technical difficulties, it was something else. Kids piano thing. Let me see. So this should work now. No, what the fuck, dude? Okay, edit layout. Timer should be going against game time. Yeah, I don't really know why this isn't doing what it's supposed to be. It's like, so the problem is that my my auto splitter is not recognizing my, no, this isn't the actual technical difficulty. This isn't why I took a quick break. So I'm trying to figure out basically like why my it's not Elgato virtual camera, I don't think. I was basically trying to figure out why the auto splitter is not working, and it seems like there's something weird happening where it's not. It's like not picking up the right thing. Anyways, whatever, dude. Screw it. How many people we got in here? We're going to try one more time to reload this. And if it doesn't work, we're going to just like hop into... Okay, so this opened up. That's good. Now, did it work? Yeah. Well. Oh, you know what might be the issue here is I have a different... Yeah, fuck it. No, it's not that. It's basically like it's not recognizing my my capture card. But it was before, because I've done runs for 8 Deluxe since setting up the auto splitter, but it might be because it's 4K, so it might be that it's like capturing, but it's like not even showing anything. So whatever. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna like not do this right now, and we'll just like hop into like viewer races directly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna open up a lobby, see how many people are interested in joining up.
All
right. I think most people, yeah. So here's the room code. So where's the shit? I don't have the room code thing showing up here. That's weird. Anyways, room code J6CX1. So if you want to get in on here, join on that. If it doesn't work, then we'll or if people don't join up, then I'll probably just do like some worldwides for a bit while I wait for more people to kind of pop in. Yeah, I'm not really sure why the auto splitter is not picking up the capture card anymore. This might have actually been a thing. I think this might have been a problem before, but I don't really know why. I think you have me on your friends list, right? Jesua. Because if you're on my friends list, then we can just hop into some worldwides together. And I think !FC actually should bring up the friend code, and then I'll hop on my other account if people want to join on that. So you're Santa, nice. I do actually think, if I remember correctly, that I had been having problems getting the auto splitter working on my new capture card. It only worked in the old one. Don't really know why. There's like error logs I could probably go into, but it's like, dude, that's like way too much. I'm not going to bother with all that right now. Yeah, it's whatever. Very nice. We'll do this for a bit. I need to see if I can hold up. Let me try something really quick. I gotta see. Oh, because we can go to version 1. That's why the room code's not there. So then we'll do, what was it? J6CX1. There. Oh, is that right? There. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it started, and then we'll just like, we'll fill it up with some computers, and then wait for people to hop in. And if like people don't hop in, then that's fine. I'll just we'll just switch it up to like worldwide or something. You say everyone in the lobby has had US top. Actually, I have had US tops before on Sunset Wilds 150cc. You can still join in. If you join in now, it should get like, you can join in the middle, and then we'll just keep going. It's funny because I was about to make the comment like, I haven't had US tops. What are you talking about? And then I realized that I actually have. I don't think I have it anymore, but getting US tops, it was like not a great time for Sunset Wilds. Dude, Mario Kart Stadium. It wasn't like a great time on Sunset Wilds, but it was like a pretty decent run for my standards. I think I was like maybe 2 point something seconds off record. No, it might have been 3 seconds, like right around 3 seconds off record. And then people actually started playing Sunset Wilds after that, and I could not make anything happen anymore. Oh shit. No, I thought for sure that I was gonna get that on the respawn timer. I don't know why that red shell passed me. What the I was holding the drift button. Are you kidding me? Silas. Oh my god, I've just like totally forgotten how to do this shit. Don't expect any like top tier gameplay from me on this stream tonight, by the way. I haven't even really played a Deluxe since World came out, since before World came out, really. But I feel like, what the fuck? Oh, you guys are all slowing down to avoid the blue shell. Is that what that was? Oh, dude, I knew it. Ugh. But dude, like, man, you know, I'll try not to be that guy, but man, like the driving in this game is just so much better than World, dude. It's not even close. Oh, really? I don't suppose I get mushrooms off that yet. No! I threw the boomerang the wrong way. Damn it. Hey, we got more people. This is cool. This is look at this lobby. We got we got 8 people in here. I know, right? This is pretty cool. You love to see it. Anyways, this won't be a let's shit on Mario Kart World stream, but I did want to finish my thoughts since I haven't. Fuck, are we gonna get anything good tonight? But yeah, like, so I think that the it's hard to go into all the details just in like off the cuff like this, but I just think that like the design of Mario Kart World, I appreciate what they tried to do, but I think at the end of the day, like, it makes the actual racing not very fun for me. And the main reason is because like most of the tracks, they revolve around like 1 or 2 like really precise tricks, and if you don't get them, then you like lose a million years. Oh my god. And they're like very precise, and outside of that you're basically not doing anything for most of the time, right? Like if you think about like Dry Bones Burnout, right? That course is basically all comes down to the last like 5 seconds of each lap, and that's it. And the rest of the track is just like pretty boring. Fucking Wiggler. So That's like the main issue I have with that game, is that almost all of the tracks are like that. What? Almost all the tracks are basically like, there's one strategy that you need to learn, and then like outside of that, the whole track is just like boring as fuck. So I think it doesn't necessarily have to be the case that like that Mario Kart World tracks are like less fun for me on average than like than a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe track. But I do think that it requires like I think here's what I think is the problem. The tracks are not designed to fully utilize, like in terms of racing, the tracks are not designed to fully utilize all the new mechanics. Yes, there's rails and walls and all this shit everywhere, right? And that's cool. But almost like basically like maybe 90% of the time, that shit's just slower than driving straight. And so like I think that if there were more tracks that like really utilized like advanced wall ride strats and rail grind strats, like Whistle Stop Summit seems like it would be a really cool track, right? But like 90% of it is just you're on a rail pressing the trick button, which is exactly what makes Sky High Sunday so boring. Like it's not, tricking in and of itself is not an engaging gameplay mechanic. So they need to do more stuff with it, right? Like there needs to be a situation where like you have to wall ride onto, you know, I don't know, like 2 wall rides onto a shortcut or something, right? Like I think that would be like cool, and you don't really see anything like that on any of the tracks. Like they favor, the advanced strategies favor rails way more than wall rides. Wall rides will maybe save you like a couple tenths of a second here or there. Whereas rails save you like a bajillion years, but it's very easy to just like fuck people over by dropping bananas and stuff. Dude, 3 baggers in a row. Jesus, man. I mean, maybe that's a good thing for me, because if I tried to do on the running tracks, it wouldn't work very well. But yeah, like I don't think that World in its current state is where it needs to be as far as like track design. Like I just don't think most of the tracks are like all that fun to play. Whereas like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, right, like you have to, the drifting is super important, and you're drifting everywhere, so it makes like the entire track on most of the tracks like pretty fun to play. Like even Cheeseland, right, you're bagging on Cheeseland, but Cheeseland is also a very fun track to drive properly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god, this is terrible. I've just like totally forgotten how to play these tracks. And there's the first lightning. Don't hit me, please, don't hit me. Oh, I actually got that trick. But that's enough of the Mario Kart World slander. Let's talk about the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe love, because we're keeping things positive tonight. This game is like, I honestly think that this game is just like peak. This is like everything that Mario Kart like needs to be, you know? Like this game is basically, okay, the item system kind of sucks, let's be real, but as far as like the actual, like, you know, the driving, I think this is like as perfect as it gets when it comes to Mario Kart. It's very hard for me to think of any way that they could improve like the actual, just the feel of this game, you know? I was gonna say, I gotta get rid of this plant, dude. But yeah, man, I just, you know, as much as like it seems like I complain about stuff in this game is just so fun to play, man. It really is. Fuck, get fucked, man. Killed you. I don't even know who it was I hit, but oh no, dude, that's terrible. I really do need to like actually get back into making videos again. I keep saying that, and like the frustrating thing is that I do actually have, you know, I do have scripts prepared, right? I actually do have like scripts written out for the next, I'm trying to fix my chair height, by the way. I've got scripts prepared for like 3 basic training videos. I've got kind of like a Mario Kart world. Calling it post-mortem is kind of obnoxious, but a sort of like, I don't even know how to word it. It's not really a review. It's more like, let's just be real. It's kind of like a why this game sucks video, but it's not like, it's not really super negative in tone from what I've like gathered, just like reading the script back to myself. It's not like I hate this game. It's more like, you know, I keep hearing the same kind of things in terms of, you know, oh, it just needs like a couple more like whatever, like, and then it'll be good. And it's more of looking at like what exactly, like why, because if you look at like viewership metrics on like most channels that I've followed, including, you know, and I'm not like calling anyone out here, I'm just pointing out what I've seen looking at the numbers. If I look at channels like, you know, my own channel, for example, or JP Givener, or even Shortcat, for example, like a lot of the viewership has either gone back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe levels, or even like gone slightly down from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe viewership levels. And I think it's just like, it just kind of signals that there's sort of there's not like a big interest in Mario Kart World in comparison to like 8 Deluxe. And so the point of the video that the point of like one of the videos that the scripts of the video that I'm working on is like, why is that? Like, why does it seem like the viewership for this game just like fell off so hard so quickly? Like, what is it that makes this game not as, you know, like everybody needs to play it and stream it like all the time, you know? I don't even know what I'm doing, by the way. I'm kind of just messing around here. Oh shit. But like, part of the reason why I haven't actually just gone through and made that video is because I think it's just kind of a given. Like, I think most people kind of, like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I get the sense that most people kind of agree that World is sort of lackluster in actual gameplay. Like, it's not something they're going to come back to. Like, I don't hear people being like, oh yeah, man, I put like, there are definitely people who have, right? But I don't think the average person is just like, man, I'm so addicted to Mario Kart World. Like, you know, I'm trying to do like races at like midnight and stuff. And it's like, that's definitely a thing that I was going through when I first played 8 Deluxe, where I was like, man, I like literally cannot put this game down. I would do time trials for like 3 hours a night. And I just never really had the same sort of drive to improve in World. Part of that's a general just lack of motivation for Mario Kart in general. I mean, I kind of, the thing is, like, actually, I blame Final Fantasy VII Remake, or Rebirth, because when that game came out, I took a break from playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because I'm like, dude, I have to play Rebirth. And I played Rebirth for like, I don't know, like, it was like a month straight, and then I came back, and I was like, you know, I think I'm kind of over 8 Deluxe. I'd been playing it for like 5 years at that point, and then World came out, and I was expecting to just like have my socks blown off, right? I saw open world Mario Kart, we got like mission mode, and we got all kinds of cool stuff, and then it just like, I kind of felt like I saw everything the game had to offer like relatively quickly. By the way, this is like a crazy, I was gonna say it's really cool that we have this like stacked lobby, and then somebody left, and somebody else came in. So we'll just do another, we'll just keep going with 4 and 4 and 4. But you know, there are some things I think World does. Ooh, 200cc is a good idea. There are some things that World does, like, definitely just better than 8 Deluxe. Like, I think that World's team mode, the fact that like you can allocate everybody to teams and it still keeps friendly fire, like, I think that is super cool. I really, really love World's team system because it makes that experience of like, because if I want to do teams now, right, like I don't really want to do teams in these viewer lobbies, right? Yeah, like I don't want to do like teams in the viewer lobbies because like you have friendly fires off, so you use a lightning and you just win, right? And you can, that's like not really the case in World, which I think is really, really good. Yeah, like I'm not saying I speak for everybody, you know, I'm not saying that like, oh yeah, obviously everybody thinks that World sucks. It's just sort of like the general vibe, I guess. Like my impression of the general vibe is there's a little bit of like a lack of enthusiasm for World. But I mean, like, for the people that do genuinely enjoy World and think it's like great and they like can't stop playing it, like I think that's really good. I don't want to shit on those people. Like I don't think they're like wrong. I mean, like I think they're wrong, right? But it's like I don't think that it's like I disagree with them. But I think people enjoy what they enjoy, and if people are like, you know what, man, I think Mario Kart World is great and I have a lot of fun with the time trials and I really love how they did all this shit, and it's like, yeah, cool, man. You fucker. I knew you were gonna do that. But yeah, I agree. I think it is basically just a matter of like what you're looking for. And I think that a big part of the problem is that World is just very different from everything that came before it. And I think that I think my own personal problem is like, I think World could have been really good, but I don't think that they made the open world worth it enough as it is right now. They might be able to change that. Like, I think a big problem is that free roam just isn't really all that worth it, and that's kind of sad because that's the whole point of the game. But like I could envision like a mode where it's like almost like, so you know how they did with the cups, right? You start on one track and then you drive through to all the others. Like I think there's a way to do that well, and I think that I don't think they leaned hard enough into the open world. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of hard to word out what exactly I'm trying to say. But it's more like they tried to sort of have their cake and eat it too. Like, let's have this traditional Mario Kart experience with the free lap tracks, but then we're not going to let anybody play those, but we're also not going to make the open world aspects like as fun as they probably should be. Oh man. And so it's like, it sort of tries to be a jack of all trades, master of none sort of deal. And I don't think that really works all that well for me personally. Like, I think if they would have leaned harder into like the Diddy Kong racing aspect of like really making Mario Kart Worlds like open world, like a story mode, right? I think that would have been like way cooler. Like, I think the world should have been like a much more single player oriented experience instead of a multiplayer oriented experience. And then they should have left the tracks, you know, more multiplayer focused. Like, I think that would have been better, because they try to force the open world in like too many areas that I don't think it needs to be. But again, I mean, this is just sort of my own opinion. I'm not even really saying it's my opinion. I'm just sort of trying to come up with ideas for why it seems like so many people got sort of turned off. But my favorite thing about it is there's actually like an interview with the developers where they were like, look, you know, we wanted to do like you know, an open world, but then, oh wait, I didn't want to do two hops there. But then, you know, it makes it really confusing if you add lots of twists and turns everywhere, because you can't figure out where you're supposed to be going. So why do I keep doing two hops for? Oh shit. Oh my god, get the fuck out of the grass. What was I trying to say? I can't remember. I'm trying to think of what it was that I was going to say. But yeah, so I think that with Mario Kart World, I think there are ways to make it better than it is right now, but I'm not sure how much freedom they really have given the way the world is set up. I think I said this before on stream, like I think that a Mario Kart World 2 could be like really, really good if they take all the learnings from this game, or from World, you know. But we'll sort of see. It remains to be seen. Oh my god. I can't believe I actually made it. Oh my god. Really? Dude, goated lightning, man. I'm gonna get run over. I'm gonna get run the fuck over. I could not for the life of me figure out what the fuck Crazy was doing there. Oh! Oh man! That bomb! Whoever threw that, I fucking love you. That's crazy. Oh shit. That bomb was just insane, dude. I'll tell you what, I'll go Sky Garden if we don't get it this next one. Oh, I know what I was talking about. The developers. So they had the whole thing about, you know, driving around the open world is cool, but then you can't add twists and turns everywhere, otherwise you lose sight of where you're supposed to go. So that's like, so we had to make things like, you know, so we added more of the straightaways for that purpose, but we realized that driving on straightaways isn't all that fun either. So we added all the new tech like rail grinding and wall riding and all that to make that more fun. So I thought it was interesting that it's like they knew that that driving in a straight line kind of sucks, right? And it's not very fun. So they added new gameplay mechanics specifically to deal with that. But the problem is that the new gameplay mechanics like aren't faster in a race. Like it's cool to say like, oh, we're gonna give you all these new options for moving around the world. But I've seen a ton of posts from like Japanese Twitter where they're doing like crazy looking shit on some of these like intermission style tracks. Oh man, I thought I was gonna be over. I was gonna avoid the bomb there, but yeah. So I've seen like a lot of videos of them doing like crazy shit on some of these courses, and I'm like, you know, that's amazing. And then I've actually tested some of these things out, just, you know, on the, just doing something super easy, and it's always like about the same or even like slower a lot of the time. So it's, you know, it's kind of sad. Ah shit, too late. That green shell's really pissing me off, dude. Ah shit, man. There's like so much shit going on in this track. Please don't run me over. Oh my god, I'm still small. I thought I was bigger. Oh my god. Well, this race is over. What's up, dude? Kos. I still don't know how I'm supposed to actually say your name. Yeah, that was over for me. My god, man, my nose is itching like crazy. But anyways, yeah, like I said, this is not a Mario Kart World slander stream. This is a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe rules and I fucking love it type stream, you know. Interesting. I feel like for me, what makes Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's online, I feel like the driving being better in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is why I like the online so much more. Like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is very much a game of minor optimizations over time, adding up into like big time save in the end of a run, right? Whereas World is much more concentrated on like one strategy is going to save you like 3 seconds. And so like for me personally, I like 8 Deluxe better for that reason, because it feels like every kind of like making a minor driving mistake, making individual driving mistakes isn't gonna like really be all that big a deal. So like if somebody drops a banana on like the optimal racing line, you're not just like completely dead. But yeah, they're both definitely valid. I mean, like, I think there is definitely stuff to love about Mario Kart Worlds online. I think 24 players is just too much, but like for when it comes to like the like people doing like lounge and 12 player, I think there's some like there are definitely some tracks in World that I think are like very good to play online. Or at least I should say that like I enjoy them more. And I do actually think that Knockout Tour is like quite a bit of fun to play. Even with the completely fucking overpowered lightning in that game, it's still like pretty solid. But World to me does feel a lot more like a party game than like a competitive racing experience, you know? Like, it feels to me like much harder to get a satisfying racing experience, a competitive racing experience out of World. But like, if I was going to play with my kids, I could probably like screw around on, I could find things that like would be really interesting about, that bomb was really nasty, dude. Holy shit. I could find fun stuff to, you know, like, you could like make up a lot more shit to do in World. Like, we're going to do this, but we have to, you know, you have to ride off this wall or something. There's a lot of cool things like that to do. So in that sense, like I you know, I don't want to be completely a hater. I think that World probably does what the developers intended for it to do. But it's not what I wanted for it to do. And as we all know, if you're not doing what I want, why are you even making games? Oh, that was it. I'm honestly surprised that I'm like, you know, usually when I do viewer race lobbies, I get completely shit on for the entire night, but I feel like things are going pretty well right now. This is pretty solid. Yeah, we'll do a round of 200cc and then we'll go back to 150. I know a lot of people aren't super huge fans of 200, but I do want to do it at least once because I like it. So Jonas, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I feel the same. Anyways, you guys I'm giving you guys a chance to all right, I think we're good. Oh, there we go. Goodness. All right, we are doing a round of 200, and then we'll go back to 150. Ugh. God. My head is going to explode from that. Anyway, speaking of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I saw a tweet from the voice actor who does Aerith. And man, she obviously knows she worked in the fucking game, but like she knows something, man, because she had a tweet where she was like, guys, I know you were expecting something, but I don't control the announcements that happen at the Game Awards. And like, you know, she was talking about the cast who was all there. She's like, this guy was here for this reason, this guy was here for this reason, I was just there to show support. So I'm like, you know something's coming soon. Like, you have to. I've totally forgotten how to do this shit. Oh man, that bomb car almost fucked me. Why am I throwing that? Oh man, these fucking bananas. They're evil, man. You guys are doing a good job. And dropping bananas just all over the place. I gotta get some coins or something. I gotta do something. Cause oh, there we go. More coins. Give me the cash. Oh no, dude, what am I doing, man? Oh no, I missed the banana. Fuck. No. Get her, Rosalina. I think I just go to keep this for now. Oh man. No way. Oh! Thought I got him. Damn. But yeah, man, it's funny because like what ends up happening a lot of the time is I'll get into another game and then just lose all motivation to play Mario Kart. Like, man, I was getting ready to put together basic training videos and then I started playing Silk Song and I was like, holy shit, this might be one of the best games I've ever played. Actually, that's not really what happened. I played through Silk Song and I beat the game, right? Acts 1 and 2. And when I finished, I was like, all right, this is a definite 3 out of 5. You know, I can see what they were going for, but like, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And then I was like, you know, I'm going to try and like play through the game again. Cause like on these boss rush style games, you know, fighting the bosses is pretty fun. So then I'm like, and you know, I want to get through Act 3 cause I haven't played that yet. So I start playing through the game again, a fresh playthrough. And I'm like crushing it in a lot of the boss fights. And I'm like, you know, this game's like pretty solid. You know, I'll bump my rating up to a 4 out of 5. And then like, as I'm playing through it more, I'm like, dude, I think this might actually be one of the best games that I've ever played. And I didn't play the original Hollow Knight. Like I basically bought into the hype from everybody else who's like, man, like Silk Song, right? I knew nothing about any of this shit. I was aware that Hollow Knight is a game that exists and like, that's about it. And then Silk Song comes out, everybody's talking about it, and I'm like, well, I might as well just like play it and see what the hype is about. And now I'm like, definitely like, I'm a believer. I'm like, holy shit, this game is crazy good. That being said, I can definitely see why like Expedition 33 won Game of the Year. I personally would have, I still think Silksong is the better game. I think Expedition 33 is more of like a, it's more of a work of art. I don't want to say it's more of a work of art than a game, but I would say that, like, to me, if I was rating them and like why I pick one versus the other, I think Silksong is like a better game, but I think that, like, as an artistic experience, Expedition 33 is like kind of undoubtedly better, and it's also like a fun game as well. Like, I think, you know, there's a lot of people that are like being completely insufferable on Twitter about Expedition 33 on both sides. Some of them are just like, oh my god, like, this game completely reinvented JRPGs, and it's like, no, it didn't. You know, and then there's people that are like, oh, this game fucking sucks. Like, every game, like, I can't believe this one. It's so terrible. And I was like, no, it's not. It's a great game. Anybody that thinks it wasn't like deserving of Game of the Year is like being kind of silly. That being said, I can definitely see why, like, I didn't play the other games on, like, I didn't play Death Stranding or Kingdom Come Deliverance, so I can't really speak to those. But I can, like, definitely see, I can see why people would argue for Expedition 33 in favor of Silksong. But I do legitimately think that, like, Silksong is just the more well-crafted game. Because Expedition 33 has this problem. So, I'm sure most people are probably familiar with, like, the basic mechanics behind how turn-based RPGs tend to work. And the problem with Expedition 33, the main problem that I have with it is, like, you can hit the damage cap super, super early in the game. And because of that, it really, like, restricts what good builds are in that game until you get to Act 3 in that game, and then all of a sudden, you go from one extreme where it's like, oh well, I'm completely capped, to the other where it's like, now I'm just like completely overpowered. You like go from, the pendulum swings from one side to the other, like, immediately, and it makes it like kind of, it makes the, like, once you get far enough into the game, it just becomes kind of monotonous. Like, you're just kind of, all right, well, the battles are all kind of the same thing. So I guess, you know, we'll just kind of, we're just here for the story at this point, which again is very good, but I think I do actually kind of remember how to play this track. Ah, fuck. Oh, come on, man, not my banana. Fuck, he's gone, man. Ooh. Aw, what? But yeah, it's kind of weird because I sort of think that people, I simultaneously think that people glaze Expedition 33 like way too hard, but that it is also a very good game. And so it puts me in a really weird position when it comes to, like, online discourse on places like Twitter, because it's like, a lot of people either think that it's the best thing ever made or that it, like, just completely sucks, and it's like both of those opinions are just, like, obviously wrong. Fuck whoever threw anything at me this match, by the way, or this race. I don't know if I would say Blueprints deserve to win, but I think that, like, I think Blueprints deserved something. Blueprints was, like, an exceptional game. And this is coming from someone who didn't actually like it all that much, just because it wasn't my personal cup of tea. But I think, like, the developers of Blueprints knew exactly what kind of game they wanted to make, and they, like, delivered on it super, super hard. Like, I think Blueprints is, like, one of the purest, like, expressions of artistic and creative design that I have seen in quite a while. Like, it's such an innovative and cool game, even if it's, again, not my personal cup of tea. It just did so many things so well, And it was such a unique concept that it's like, it's amazing. Like, I think it definitely deserved to be nominated for more stuff than it was nominated for. I don't know, man. It's a crazy game. It's very good. That's another game that, like Hollow Knight Silksong, I think basically spent as much time as it needed to in development. There's nothing that the developers could have possibly done to deliver on the experience that they were trying to deliver. You know what I'm saying? Like, God. Like, to me, when I think of games, like, I think I am much more likely to remember like every moment of Blueprints 15 years from now than I am Expedition 33. Just because of like how cool it was. And again, speaking as somebody who the game did actually kind of piss off, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? For those who don't know, since we're just kind of yapping here, Blueprints is basically like, it's a roguelite puzzle game. And the idea is essentially that you're trying to... I don't even know how to describe what you're trying to do, because like the game tells you you're trying to do one thing, and then like halfway through, or like once you do that thing, that's when like the real game actually begins. Like, the main objective the game presents you with at the very start is sort of like more of a tutorial for like how you're supposed to think about the rest of the game. It's really weird. But basically, like, you're building, you're like building a mansion. Like, you're in this, like, I forget what it is, like a 9x5 grid. Ah, fuck, I'm dead. You're in like a 9x5 grid of like, you go into a mansion that is like a 9x5 grid of rooms, but there's no rooms in there. You place rooms, and each room has its own like special properties, and you're trying to get to one specific room, but it's like very hard to actually do that at the start, because again, it's like a roguelite, right? So you're going to fail your first however many attempts because you don't have like the right tools. And why it's roguelite is that like as you explore different parts of the mansion grounds, like there are like upgrades you can get that like make subsequent like trips through this mansion and through building these floor plans, like it makes it more like it gives you an easier time. But there's like a lot of really interesting, like, so it's a puzzle to even do that, but then like within each room, like I think probably almost every room in the game has some sort of clue or some sort of element that helps with a puzzle that's like a post-game puzzle. And it's just like, it's really hard to describe in a way that's coherent, but like the way that the game is put together, it's like, it's one of those things that I think is just like a truly innovative game that like we haven't, I personally haven't seen anything like there's a lot of games you're like Balatro, for example, or like a roguelite kind of card game where it's like, you can just see, it's like, how did somebody come up with this? It's a game that like, when I think of Expedition 33, I could imagine coming up with a game like that on my own, not on my own. I mean, I could imagine coming up with the concept of a game like that on my own, you know, at some point. Give me enough time and give me enough money just to sit around and think all day, and I could come up in my mind with a game that looks like Expedition 33, right? Never in a million years could I come up with a game like Blueprints. It's like just such an innovative and just interesting game. I don't know how else to describe it. It's completely unique. There's nothing else like it. And it's not that expensive either, so like I think that everybody should at least try it. Yeah, like that's the thing, is like the lore is revealed like in the puzzles, and I think it's like really cool. I think it's really cool that in order to solve a lot of the puzzles, you like have to learn the lore behind the world itself. Whereas like in games like Portal, for example, right? The puzzle mechanics are there to help you get through the world, right? But the puzzle mechanics help you unlock more doors in the world so that you can experience the lore, right? But in Blueprints, like finding the lore is actually the puzzle. Like literally it's like how you unlock more puzzles is learning about the world, you know? Or how you solve puzzles is by learning more about the world. And I think that's it's so cool. Like it's really hard to describe like how cool this game is, you know, because as a puzzle game, the way that you solve puzzles, I think is really cool, right? The fact that you need to learn more about the world to solve these puzzles, I think is cool. The actual puzzles themselves are really really interesting, and I don't know. I could talk about how cool this game is like all day. Suffice it to say, if you haven't played it yet, I think it's worth everyone trying it for at least like put at least like 3 hours into the game. And you'll see what I'm talking about. You need way more than that to even like do the first kind of really main objective, but it's awesome. I don't even know what I'm doing right now, man. I'm just gonna like burn this so I can maybe get something good in a little bit. Question mark. Can I get more mushrooms? Don't hit me, blue shell. Oh, Iceman, you fucking fucker, dude. What? Oh, dude. Alright, well. Never mind. This game sucks. Mario Kart World is better. Death to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Freezing Fire. Go fuck yourself with that star. I saw what you were trying to do. I'm just picking random for everything, so. Oh, no, don't leave the group, please. That would not be good. You know what, Freezing Fire, just for you. If we don't get it this next time, I'll pick Rosalina's Ice World for you. I'm a man of the people. How long has this stream been going, by the way? My thing that usually... Oh, an hour and 13 minutes? Alright, cool. Oh, we got Sky Garden, dude. Crazy. Now it's time for me to completely destroy you here, just like I did with Crazy on Royal Raceway. To be fair, somebody else destroyed Crazy for me though, so I don't know how to play this track at all, to be honest. Oh, dude, what the hell? 2 mushrooms, like what the fuck? Have I mentioned before that in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I'm the king of pulling single mushrooms in bottom spots? I really am. If you don't believe me, just check how this first race went, or this first double item set that I got. You know, one thing I'll say about Mario Kart World though that is better than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I feel like drafting off people in Mario Kart World is like so much more beneficial than in 8 Deluxe. 9 times out of 10 when I draft somebody, fuck off. Yeah, that's what you get, man. Get fucked, Iceman. 9 times out of 10 when you draft somebody in 8 Deluxe, you're just like, God damn it. But in Worlds, you're like, that's the goal, especially in like Knockout Tour. Oh, dude, the blue's coming for him, man. Oh, no, dude. Go, go, go. What? What? Are you kidding me right now, man? Wow. All right. Whatever, dude. That's so fucking stupid that the glider didn't come out there. I was like on it, and then it was just like, nah, you're dead. Man, yeah, no, I always pull single shrooms, and it's so weird because like the actual chances of pulling single shrooms is like not. I was supposed to pick it. Sorry, man. I'll pick it on the next one for you. But the chances of pulling single shrooms is really not that high when you're in like 9th and below. But you know, unless you're me, then you pull single shrooms like all the time. I agree with you, Kos. This game sucks. This game is bullshit. Can't believe I ever tried to defend this game. God. On nights like this, I think back to the South Park episode when they had they were in the planetarium. First of all, I always think that episode is funny because they had that one dude. They had like the planetarium director who couldn't say planetarium, and he's like, I was born with the defect that prevented me from being able to say the word planetarium. And it's like such a weirdly specific thing that I'm like, either Matt Stone or Trey Parker definitely knew a dude that had this problem. Like they had some experience in school where they went to a planetarium and the director was just like kind of weird and unable to say the word properly or something. Because that's such a weird thing to include, like an oddly specific thing to include in one of their episodes. Anyways, so that's one thing. But in that episode, I remember that Cartman was like, he kept talking about, he was like scratching his nose, and then his mom would come in, like his mom would just be like, don't pick your nose, hon. And he's like, I'm not picking my nose, Mom, I got an itch. And like, what was funny about that to me was like at the very end of the episode, when he's in the planetarium, there's no reason for his mom to be there, but he scratches his nose and she does it again. She comes in, she's like, stop picking your nose, honey. He's like, God damn it, Mom, I'm not picking, I got an itch. So whenever on streams like tonight, where my nose is just really itching, I'm reminded of that South Park episode. So I just wanted to share that all with you because, you know, it's very important to me that I share the details of my... What the I'm pressing the fucking item button. Fucking crabs. Jolo. You really gonna shock me right after the item sets, you heard? Don't get me freezing fire. I swear to God, freezing fire will unmod you if you fucking run into me right now. Don't fuck with me, freezing fire. No, like, yeah, like it's clearly better, right? All right, freezing fire, I didn't forget. Just for you. I saw it when I saw the star and I looked back and it was you. I was like, don't you fuck with me, man. It was like a Goodwill Hunting, you know, a Goodwill Hunting situation. Like, hey, don't fuck with me, man. It's not your fault. Hey, man, don't fuck with you. Don't fuck with me, man. That, you know, that scene gets like a lot of credit for being like, oh man, like it totally pulled. And like, maybe like that to me was something like really took me out of the scene, because I'm like, this is a weird, this is going on for way too long. It's not your fault. What? It's not your fault. What? It's not your fault. Like, all right, fuck. Let I don't know. I thought it was weird. Oh yeah, it's not 200cc. I don't need to do all that bullshit. You sons of cousins of bitches, man. Dude, Jolo, right? I don't get it. You could have added the rail grinding and wall rides to this game and it would have been perfect. Not this game, but you know what I mean? Like, you could have basically had the same drifting mechanics and then just added shit onto it instead of making the driving feel so fucking terrible in Mario Kart World. And then you'd be like, yeah, but we added all this shit that's like slower 90% of the time. Like, no, why'd you do that? You messed up my game. You messed up my game. You killed Mario Kart. It's funny because, like, you know, up until Mario Kart World came out, you know, we were getting like hundreds of submissions to speedrun.com for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. What am I even doing with my life, dude? We were getting like literally hundreds of submissions to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on speedrun.com, and not only are like the speedruns like there's not like that many on the Mario Kart World server proper, but like the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe runs as well, like the runs there like never really came back either. So it's like, dude, Mario Kart World not only didn't really do its job, but it also killed killed the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe scene as well. So it's like, good job World, you killed two games at once. You know what I'd like to do? Kill two games at the same time, man. That's what you do if you had $1 million. Anybody who gets that reference gets a gold star. Oh man, I really shit the bed on that one, didn't I? Yes, someone else knew it. There we go, man. I'm not in my 40s yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting pretty close. Which makes me feel really fucking old to say that, but happens, man. We all get old. I'm a dad. I gotta wear reading glasses now, and when I spend too much time on my computer, I gotta put on the reading glasses, otherwise my eyes start hurting. I noticed this the first time that I'm just gonna keep going, by the way. I don't think we have full lobby anymore, so if you want to get in, just feel free to join. But like, I noticed that I was needing glasses when because I work, I'm a data scientist professionally, and so like I sit in front of the computer all day, and so I'm like reading code, and I found myself doing this, like, so I'm trying to like read my code, and I'm like this, like way up towards the computer screen, like let's see, and then I thought, it was like in this moment that I'm like, you know, I think I might need glasses. And then I went there and they're like, yeah, what do you know, man? You're almost 40 and you need reading glasses now. So I was like, well, shit. I like wearing glasses. I feel like I look better with glasses than without glasses. Yes, but this time it's on 150cc instead of 200. So stop your bitching. What the hell? What the hell is even that? I don't know, man. I don't know what my deal is tonight, but I'm just like thinking about like all these old references, right? Daddy, chill. What the hell is even that? Shit is so funny, man. Yeah, I always wear my glasses, like when I got to meet with like a VP or something. Oh yeah, basic, you got a meeting with the VP today. Ah, better pull out my fucking glasses, dude. I gotta tell him like, hey man, I did this shit, and you know, I could just say anything and it'll sound like I know what I'm talking about. we increased revenue by like 500%. I'm like, really? And I'm like, you see these fucking glasses? Shut up. Don't fucking question me. Oh, dude. Yeah. Daddy, chill. What the hell is even that? That honestly, like, to me is what makes the whole video. It's like, what the hell is even that? That's not a coherent sentence, bro. Oh man, I got a bill. That's the first one of the night. It's crazy. I don't want to use it yet though. Fuck, now I gotta use it. Can somebody use lightning like right now? It's so funny. Daddy, chill. Oh, dude. Yeah, like it just. Daddy, chill. It just broke his brain. He just didn't know what to do with his life anymore. Yeah, I'm full of like old movie references and random weird shit from like obscure movies that probably nobody's ever watched in their life. They're not really that obscure, but they're just kind of stupid movies like Booty Call with Jamie Foxx. Get the fuck. Oh, dude, the shock dodge. We did it, boys. That's crazy. World Star. I may or may not watch those videos after like a couple beers. I don't know, man. You know, I'm a big fan of just watching. I gotta be in the mood for it, but I am kind of a fan of just watching just people who don't know how to fight, like fight. It feels like, you know, I could be in the situation one day. Oh, dude, we got it, man. This is crazy. This is the best night. Dude, you know, have you ever seen that? There's like a meme that I saw a while back on Twitter when it's like, oh, I used what was it? Like, it's basically saying like when you have two different friend groups and you use the jokes from one friend group with the other friend group. You know, like I used like humor A with friend group B or something like that. I forget exactly what the exact tweet is, but I did that at work. I forgot what exactly it was, but there was like a something that had like jerk in its name, like a restaurant or something. And I was like, that's kind of a weird name for a restaurant. And then I realized, oh, I just made a masturbation joke at work in front of like all my coworkers. That's pretty sweet. Ah, freezing fire. I was gonna red the fuck out of you, man. No, they didn't laugh at all. They weren't like offended by it. And I moved on pretty quick. Like I didn't hang on the joke for too long because, you know, I think a lot of times this is the problem. You know, I'm a very high volume joker. That's how I describe myself. Like where it's like, you know, I'll say some shit and I just throw jokes like one right after the other, and something will stick eventually and make people get a chuckle out of it, and I'll feel happy. So, you know, it's like, you know, it's like, oh, it's like, you know, I forget what the name of the restaurant was, but it's like, oh, you know, Jerk Chicken. That's kind of a weird name for a restaurant, right? And then I just moved on like as if nothing had happened. But a lot of people in my scenario would have like hung on that joke for a while, like, oh, you know, jerk the chicken. Oh man, that's crazy, right, guys? Like, I'm experienced enough in my silliness that I know how to play it cool and be like, yeah, whatever, dude. We'll just move on from jokes quickly. So I sensed the joke wasn't going anywhere, and I was like, I gotta move on before I get called into HR. You son of a bitch. Your fucking triple reds. Was that you, Freezing Fire? But yeah, man. It's just, my brain is just full of movie quotes and just random memes. Yeah, man. I didn't hang on it too long, though. I was like, all right, this joke didn't land. I gotta go somewhere else now. I'm comfortable in that. That's the thing is, like, you know, I'm definitely a dude that has a kind of, I'm trying to think of how to word this properly, like an insecurity about my own social standing when it comes to, like, you know, friend groups or like new friend groups or meeting people and stuff. And so it's like I tend to, you know, use a lot of like self-deprecating humor when I'm talking to people, and I'm very bad at accepting compliments. Somebody goes like, oh man, like you did a really good job on this project. I can never just be like, yeah, thanks man, I fucking crushed it, right? I always gotta be like, oh, well, you know, it was a team effort, and you know, I really got a lot of help from my manager and all this shit. And it's like, that's kind of how I am. So, you know, I've learned though over the years to be a little bit more like, I don't have to like be accepted by everyone, you know? And if I make a joke that doesn't land, that's fine. I can just move on and just not even think about it and be like, all right, well, you know, that didn't work, so we're all good. No, you son of a bitch. Don't pick your nose, hun. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, like, I think my problem is, you know, I think there are ways to do quote-unquote self-deprecating humor in a way that's like not really self-deprecating, but like my whole thing is like, I'll just be like, you know, someone will be like, you know, oh man, hey, you've been losing the weight. No man, I'm fat as fuck. Like, it's impossible for me to take compliments. I'm very bad at it. Which actually, it's funny because it fits in with like my, hold on a sec. Oh shit, dude, Wiggler, get the fuck out. I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, that's my whole thing. It's very hard for me to take compliments, and I play everything off with a joke about myself. It does work sometimes. Like, it is good sometimes. Like, I remember I was in the middle of telling a story and something happened where, like, I was with my wife's family and like her uncle was there and came in and said something, and people stopped paying attention to the story I was telling, and then he left, and I was eating crab legs or something at the time, and I remember just being like, oh, well, you know, I'll just have a conversation with this crab right now. So I forget the exact context, but it was something like that where I was like, oh, you know, well, fucking no one's listening, so I'll just talk to this crab. Me and this crab are friends now. And it was a joke in a way that, like, it made it sort of known that I still had shit to say, but I did it in a way that was like still kind of funny to people, so that was nice. But I don't know where this fucker is going. Oh, dude, I love dodging shocks, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, really a lot of that just comes from me being insecure about shit. And I'm still like that. I mean, I'm almost 40 and I'm still just like, oh man, but I don't know, my coworkers think I'm smart. And it's like, bro, I'm almost, who gives a fuck? No one cares. I'm almost 40. Someone who just graduated probably knows way more than me. I heard that at Meta, some like 27-year-old is like taking over their whole AI strategy shit, right? And it's like, you know, I could imagine all like the early 30-somethings or like mid 30-somethings who are just like, this is bullshit. Not to be managed by some 27-year-old snot-nosed punk that knows shit. Like, let that dude take it over. I don't care. Just give him my paycheck and shut up. My brain has too many other things going on. I gotta make Office Space references and, you know, reference old memes. I can't be bothered to like pay attention to running some you know, department of, I don't know, self-flagellation at Meta. You should. I wanted to make a video essay about blueprints for a while because I thought it was like really cool, but then I realized that I just am not that. I'm not that motivated to do YouTube shit. Fuck off with your red shells. The double reds, man. You gotta leave. I knew you were gonna do this shit, you asshole. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? What is your problems? I'm just gonna bag and shock your asses at the worst possible spots. I hope you realize this. Here, hold on. Pass me up. I'm fucking everyone up right now. I'm not even trying to win this race anymore. I'm just trying to fuck it up for you guys. I'm not a bullet bill. That's the worst pull here. I'm specifically waiting for that fucking villager. Dude, no. No bullet bill, stop, please, please, please. No! I wasn't supposed to get up that high. Well, now that I'm here, I guess I might as well. Oh, dude, the blue shell. Oh, you sent it. Is that 2 blue shells? How is that even possible? Am I tripping? I gotta watch that back. I could have sworn that I just saw 2 blue shells there. Somebody fuck that villager up, please. That villager threw like 2 red shells at me for no reason. Iceman, do my work for me. Oh, you got a banana. You don't know shit. You don't know shit, Iceman. Oh, can I get some red shells, please? Yes! Get his ass. Get... You see what happens when you do that shit? Do you see? The universe is kind and just. Yeah, Happy Gilmore is a really good quotable movie. Oh man, what time is it? 11:33. I think I'll do like, I think I got like one more in me. I got one more in me. What's that mean? My brain, dude, my brain is so rotted, man. Just memes all day. We got 6 people. Oh, someone left. I'm so sad. That's cool though. We still got it. Let's do it, man. Let's do one more. We can do 6, right? Yes, if you're in here and you're not... Actually, hold on a sec. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink. Ugh. Song 8DX. Oh yeah, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. You threw that using your kids' account. That's good, man. Make sure that their records against me are bad, not your own. We don't want that. Let that go for a bit. But yeah, I feel like I'm, you know, for being my first stream in a while and for being a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stream, I feel like this was pretty successful. I'm happy. But yeah, if you're not in the Discord, definitely join. I'm super active there. I talk to like, I feel like, you know, it's a relatively small server. I want to say we got like probably maybe like 30 kind of, I would say, relatively active people, and you know, not all the time, but 30 sort of at least semi-active people, and I think we got, you know, a kind of close-knit group of people that are very, you know, very active in the server, and I think it's a cool place. Like, you know, we've all been there for a while, and it's a place that I think is, it's nice that it's not so big. That's what she said, right? Get the fuck out of here, man. What is your problem? Oh no, the blue shell shit. No. I thought you were trying to troll me again, man. Dude. Anyways, what I was trying to say was, if you're not in the Discord, you should definitely join. It's really cool. And I like being there a lot. Even though I haven't been really that active with the streaming and the content creation space, like, it's still, people like we know are still very active there. We talk like basically every day. You know, every day I wake up and it's one of the first things I check is to see what happened in the Discord, because there's always, you know, the most active channel by far is the sports channel we have in there, and I think that's probably the best addition that I ever made. And it's funny because the only reason that I came up with the sports channel in the first place was because people were flooding general chat with all this bullshit about the, oh, you need to play the sports ball game. No, stop that. So I created the sports channel, and it's like by far the most active channel in the entire server, which is just hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me because I know nothing about sports. Like, I don't know shit. I watch football at my dad's house sometimes, and that's the extent of my sports knowledge. Oh, dude. Freezing, I was gonna say freezing fire, that's you, I swear to God. But yeah, so join up if you're not in there already. It's cool. It's fun. I'm there all the time. Oh, bone dry dunes, man. The dry boners, man. The what? Am I missing something? The villager? Am I tripping? God damn you, Iceman. Iceman, you're not invited to the server anymore, okay? I'll leave Mirror Cat alone, but you, Rosaline. Dude, speaking of which, you know, I know that I'm like the part of the problem here, but when I saw the trailer for the Mario movie, the Mario Galaxy movie, in the theater, I don't know, man. Like, I saw that and I was just like, it kind of made my heart swell a little bit. Like, it's so dumb because, like, as a movie, I recognized that the Mario movie was just like not very good. Freezing Fire, I swear to fucking God. Or was that you, Rosaline? I can't tell. I just think everything is Freezing Fire's fault. But yeah, like, so when I saw the original Mario movie, I'm like, I know it's not a good movie, but like, then I hear the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe menu music, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even care. I literally don't care that this movie is probably actually really shitty. It makes me happy to watch. Uh-oh. Oh, dude. Somebody blew. He's too far ahead. Well, who is this villager anyways? This villager's kicking our asses. Yeah. I'll take the second there. Oh, it's this fucker. I'm just kidding, man. I like how you said villagette. Actual letter is villagette. I thought that was you punk ass. I hope Noodle scratches your fucking, I don't know, foot while you sleep. Exactly. Kosiam 8DX, or as he's, you know, known in the community, this fucker. I thought that's what you were trying to do. You're also a fucker. Everyone here is fuckers. I messed up my shit. Man, the second place coin, I swear to God. You know, though, like, one thing I will say is that, like, not having played 8 Deluxe for a little while, I do feel like, you know, it makes it easier to not take the game super seriously. And so, like, I don't get as salty about shit. Like, I used to kind of low-key rage on the game. What the fuck? I used to rage, he said before he started raging. 2 second place coins in a row. Are you kidding me? Anyway, so I used to like rage pretty hard on the game that, like, look, man, fucking red shells. Let me tell you about red shells and why they suck. And I'm like, yeah, red shells still suck. They do. But, you know, I don't care, man. Oh, no. No. Oh, there you are, you little bitch. Get back here. Come here, freezing fire. I got something for you. I'm getting you, man. God damn it! Oh, come on, shock. Oh man, crazy. I was trying so hard, dude. Could not close the deal. Who's behind me anyways? Ooh. Oh man, pro shortcuts, boy. Dude, I was trying so hard to get to you, man, and I couldn't. I was thinking about that, man. I wasn't gonna do it, but the first thing in my brain. But in the end, I can't go like I can't do the high voice. He's got like a really higher pitched voice, surprisingly enough. Yeah, dude. The Dolphin Shoals, man. The Dolphin Shoals, that's the Mario Kart lick. Oh, fuck. I missed the coins, man. Give me the cash. Nope. Cash money. cash rules everything. Coins rule everything around me. Cream. Get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. Why am I following this just so closely? Yeah, you thought you were cooking, didn't you? You cooking shit. I'm the king around here. Oh, I got you. Oh my god. Can somebody clip that on YouTube? Can you clip on YouTube? Oh my god. I gotta find that moment. Are you for real? No! Why? I can't ever cook. I'm being way too loud right now, by the way. The in-laws are back from China, and they're probably jet lagged as shit. But they don't understand, man. They don't get it. They don't understand me. Oh, I did not mean to run you over. I'm sorry. But for real, where the fuck is he coming from? I've nannered him and everything. Oh man, twice in a row, dude. Does it suck being you? Dude, I was literally holding my red shell behind me and I still got hit somehow. That's fucking crazy. Whatever, man. We can't let him win again. Get the fuck away from me, man. Oh, freezing fire, man. You suck, dude. We can't let him win another one. No, why, dude? No, my god. Hey, for real, how the fuck are you going so fast? I don't understand. Now I know how you got your tops on whatever the fuck track you got. Some hacker. For real, like, is it just a situation where like nothing is happening on your screen, like you're not actually getting hit? Because it looked to me like you got hit like 10 times and then you kept flying past me right afterwards. I gotta stretch. Oh, this one again. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, man. Damn it. Oh no, dude. Shit. That's terrible. Okay, that kind of saves me a little bit, to be honest. Doesn't save me as much as I'd like because second place will get big way before me, but if anybody was going to red me before then, it kind of puts a damper on those plans. But then now I'm gonna get redded here, so that's not good. Fuck. Okay, this is terrible. Come on, come on. Yeah, all right. About as good as I can hope for in that situation. I'm honestly kind of surprised like how quickly the muscle memory has come back to this game, because for a while I thought I was just like completely washed and like couldn't play the game at all, but I feel like I'm doing pretty solid as far as the actual driving is concerned for not having played the game in as long as I have. Whoa, as I almost run into a piranha plant right there. Oh, you know what I should have picked was Hyrule Circuit. Nope. Where the fuck are you coming from? Dude, I don't get it. I legitimately don't get it. Ugh. Unless you somehow pulled like triple shrooms and got in second place. Oh my god, my camera's all messed up. What is happening right now? I think my phone got messed up here. Hold on. Why? Hold on, something weird is going on here. All right, hold on. Sorry, we're trying to deal with some technical difficulties here. There we go. Is that better? I just gotta fix this shit. There we go. All right. My massive throbbing camera. You can see my throbbing camera. I got a raging camera. That was another South Park reference. Ribbon Road. How does this compare to Mario Kart World? The short version, without throwing too much slander, is that I definitely still like this game more. I like this game more because the driving is better. Like, the driving is more engaging. In Mario Kart World, if you want to go fast, a lot of the fast strategies are tied to very small sections of the track because the driving in World is very simplified compared to 8 Deluxe. But 8 Deluxe, you're like constantly doing shit on the controller to, like, you know, to get around the courses. Like, there's nothing like Ribbon Road in Mario Kart World. I swear to God, I'm pressing the button. So that's like my, you know, my quick like 15-second summary. I don't want to slander Mario Kart World because I think Mario Kart World gets like too much hate. I don't think it's like a bad game. I just personally prefer this one because it's more engaging for more of the races. Man, I was like literally a tenth of a second away from launching that shell. Oh shit, I almost ran face first into that shell, or the banana. At least I took one race off of this fucker. That's his name, right? That's how you pronounce his name? But yeah, I don't think Mario Kart World is a bad game. I really don't. But I just, for me, I think I'm done for the night, by the way, so I'm gonna just like leave the lobby open while I'm talking, like while I'm yapping before I go to bed. But like for me, with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like if you looked at like the average number of inputs per, you know, for like a 10-second period across all the tracks in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's like, I would wager that it's a lot higher than the average number of inputs on a track in Mario Kart World. And so it just means that like you're engaging with the game, a actual game, a lot more in 8 Deluxe than you are in World. That's basically what it comes down to for me. So, but you know, World is designed to offer a different experience. You know, World is designed more around the open world and the free roam system, and I think that there are problems there, but I don't, like I said, I don't really want to slander World too much anymore. I will just say that like I think if World leaned harder into the open world aspect, I think it would have been better. But it seems like it was like trying to introduce something new, but wasn't like ambitious enough in how it accomplished that. So yeah, anyways, I think that this was a pretty successful stream. Personally, we had like full lobbies for a couple races, which was really cool. And yeah, I think it's fun. I really like this game. I genuinely think that, like, again, not even no slander towards World, no hate towards World, I just think that 8 Deluxe is a very fun game to play. It's very cool. The driving is super fun. The tracks are really cool. So, you know, I hope to do more things like this going forward. I'll still play. I will actually get back into World, probably but I'll try and make it a little bit more 50-50 because I think there are different things they do really, really well. So anyways, yeah, that is going to be it for me for today, everybody. Exclamation point Discord, Freezing Fire, if you could put that in the chat for me, because I can't chat like on an OBS, it doesn't let me put the chat in. But exclamation point Discord will bring up the link to my Discord. If you're not already in there, you should join because it is very fun. I'm very active there. There's other members of the server that are very active there, and you know, it's really cool. If you're not there, you really are missing out. We're a pretty cool community, I think. So there's something new going on every day. So I appreciate you guys being here. It was really fun for me. I will be trying to do this more regularly for sure. You know, holidays might make it a little bit weird, but definitely in the new year, my plan is to kind of, as a New Year's resolution, be a little bit more consistent about stuff like that. So thanks for hanging out again, everyone. I know I say this every stream, but I really do appreciate it. It's one of the things that kept me going during COVID, and I like kind of keeping the vibes as positive as I can, especially, you know, given that things are crazy a lot of the time. So I hope that this is a place that you guys can all come and hang out and have fun at least once a week, and that's my plan going forward. So anyways, thank you for hanging out, and I will catch you guys in the next one.